a power bank using this battery. What is this battery? This is rechargeable battery 18650. So this is we're going to use this in our power bank, and we need two batteries. This is the positive side, with the head, and then the flat bottom. That is the negative. Positive and then negative, the flat. Okay? We can measure the battery using this tester. Look. Lukutuk. Set this to DC. And then when the battery is about 3 volts, still okay. 3 volts or more. If it is not 3 volts, then it is not okay. So 3.934 DC. Set to DC, and then the other one 3.979 volts DC. Okay, it means if the battery is 3 volts or more, the battery is still okay. If it is less than 3, there is something wrong with your battery. Okay, and for doing that, for making a power bank, we need the charging module. This is a charging module, and this charging. 2 charging module, or some sort of a charging module, and IC. I think it's protection IC or microcontroller for this digital display. So in this module, you can see here, in 5 volts, 100%. Out 2.1 ampere and 1.0 ampere. So one of these can handle 2 ampere, 2.1 ampere, and the other is 1 ampere. In here is we have the 2 USB for the output 5 volts, and then for charging we have this micro USB. Okay, and then for the connection of the battery, we have the battery negative, B+, battery positive. We can connect the battery. For the reset button. Okay, and this module is capable of handling these 2 batteries or more. Could be up to 4 batteries. It depends on the capacity of the battery. If the capacity of this is 500 milliampere, 500 times 2 is 1 ampere. So it means we can have only 1 ampere of current upon using 2 batteries. If we have 4 batteries, it's still okay, as long as it can deliver a 2 ampere of current, the 4 batteries. So this battery, we can connect this battery in parallel. So positive to positive, negative to negative, positive here, negative there. this is a spot welder portable to welding rod or rod connected here, type C USB 2 ampere 2.1 ampere 1 to 30, and then the switch on off, then some switch for positive negative for changing the current. So it can be used also as a power bank. So instead of just a spot welder, it is can be used as power bank. Let us turn on the switch, this white switch, on off, press and hold. Do create 4.08 volts, 98%. So here we can adjust the current, but for now we're going to use this. So this is a spot welder. We're going to use this together with this nickel sheet. The dimension is 0.12 millimeter by 8 millimeter. That is the thickness of this sheet. We're also going to use this nickel sheet for our power bank. This is now our power bank. The module is connected to the battery. 66%. Can we measure the voltage at a USB by using QSC USB detector. This one 5.17 volts, 3.13 ampere. Then the next USB, oops, Five point 17.13 ampere, 16, 17. So USB is 5 volts at 66%. So this is now our power bank. By using two batteries, still we have got these 5 volts because the battery is connected in parallel. So this is 2P, 2 parallel type of power bank. 1S, 2P. Can we measure the capacity of the battery? How can we measure the capacity of this power bank, DIY power bank? We are charging the module now at 70%. In is blinking because we are charging through micro USB. And then I'm using a charger which is 3 ampere times 5, 15 watts for this module. Let us first finish the charging of the module. I'm using this cable, micro USB. Now it's 70% charging. %100% done charging. We are now finished third charging. So we are now done with charging. We can now on, using the on button, turn on the power bank. So you can see here it's 100% fully charged. What are we going to do? We're going to know the capacity of the power bank using this. This is an electronic load tester so that we will know the amperage of this power bank. This tester has a USB, micro USB here, needs a power. So we need the cable for the power, micro USB to USB, and then another power bank. Now our tester turns on. Let us use again this detector just to check if we have the voltage for the power bank. 5 volts, 5.15, 14 volts. The other USB 5.15, 0.09 ampere. And then let us now connect the tester. So you can see here it's 5.2 volts with an ampere of 0.34 ampere. If we're going to adjust the amperage, the ampere rating, how about 600 milliampere, and then run testing. The voltage 5.07 volts, and so this power bank is capable of handling 640 milliampere or 0.6 ampere of current. How about 700 0.71 ampere? Still, it is capable of there is an error. So it means this power bank can handle or can deliver a current of 600. Above 600 or this 0.71 ampere or 710 milliampere, this is not okay for 700 milliampere. Only for 600. There's no error or beeping sound for 6. Oh, there is. So still, how about 500? So 570 milliampere is the stable current, not 600. 500. Again, make it 600. $600 or 0.60 ampere is okay, but 665.65 ampere still okay, and sometimes it's not okay, but the most stable is you can see the fan is running because we are having this 0.6 ampere, 0.64 ampere, still okay. Well, it also works on 664 ampere or 0.64 ampere. So all in all, this power bank can deliver 600 milliampere or 0.6 ampere up to 0.65 ampere of current. Remember that the two batteries are connected in parallel. So it depends on the battery you are using to make or to get what current you like to get, or it depends on the battery. Okay, it's 650 milliampere or 0.65 ampere, the capacity or the amperage in which the battery can able to deliver.